get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with the dub.
Right, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff, and I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
He'll field the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Connor. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. All down, and he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run. I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Zings it complete to the right. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Coming out with it, it's Stokes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Connor. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because he bobbles it at all. As soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Quick completion on the out. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Back to pass, it's Connor. Fires to the big fella. And he'll be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. On the ready. Was to pass. It's complete. Bounced off his feet.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The RPO, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just
close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Firing to the right, complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That's why this guy guy is such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Got a man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
Back has it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Connor. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field. But again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes, and how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockby's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Connor. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got room at the 35. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
They'll ride the hot hand. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to throw, it's Connor. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Past the first down marker and still running. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Play action. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Irish! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sherrill. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. The sure hands. It's McCall. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Angulo. Drag down. Liddell move the sticks for a 1st down.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Got room to work. Turning it on. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Knight. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Connor. Buying some time. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Got the back over the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's a Heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Uncorks one. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Run play with the quarterback. Big ball, solid play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bring in the heat. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in a precarious spot. There he goes. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Bohannon. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes to the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Back to pass, it's Connor. And as he throws, touchdown Notre Dame! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Going to swing it on second down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Crosses the 35. At midfield, he's got room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out.
Touchdown, Southern Cal. They move on top here in the fourth. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stokes. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Dropping back, it's Connor. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Keep this drive alive. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him.
Oh, he's got some space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the 4th quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Caught close to the marker. It's McCown. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the...
Trying to run the win. Touchdown Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stokes. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. What a great job they've done of taking advantage of an opportunity. They've used the passing game, and they are on the verge of beating a higher-ranked team in a top-5 showdown.
Well, they were the lower-seeded team coming into this one, but they knew to win. They had to throw the football, and their quarterback has stepped up. And arguably the biggest moment of the season for them, David, he's delivered.
Man, what a big stage to deliver on, to build confidence and show you, like, I'm that dude. And it doesn't matter who we play. To play a top-5 team, to get this win late in the...
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop. And you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Shows him the stiff arm. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. That will put the wrap on things from here for David.